Now, Pittsburgh's best sports show is about to begin. Call us or tweet us. We got things to talk about on the Allegheny Health Network Nightly Sports Call.
Thank you very much, Ken. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Allegheny Health Network Nightly Sports Call. I'm Josh Taylor, in tonight for Rich Walsh. Joining me in studio from the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette and also the host of the Paul Zeiss Show on 93.7 The Fan, it's Paul Zeiss, of course. Paul, we've been talking about this Pirates and Giants game for a while now off the air.
Yeah.
It's been pretty interesting and not in a good way.
No, and I think, honestly, this is the kind of game that Rob Manfred talks about pace of play, talks about, these slow, meandering games where it just seems like, the one inning seemed to last an hour. You know what I'm saying? And then, of course, to make matters worse, Hurdle decides to go to Antonio Bastardo for one batter.
I was just about to
say. It took him 10 minutes to do one batter.
I was just about to say, a game going too long, Antonio Bastardo pitches in it, probably not a coincidence.
Well, it's amazing. And the other thing, there's just too many mound visits. There's too many. They've got to find a way in a night like this when clearly neither side is pitching well.
San Francisco had a lot of mound visits, too.
That's what I'm saying. They've got to figure out a way to say, listen, one mound visit. Doesn't matter if it's the catcher, the third baseman, or the pitching coach. The next mound visit, you're gone. That's how you have to do. They have to do something about it because these games like this, these are the games that Rob Manfred's talking about. They're just not good for baseball.
In games like this, I'm glad you used the term games like this because before this game, during the pregame availability, Clint Hurdle was asked about having this upcoming schedule against these three teams with not so impressive records. And he didn't respond too well to it. He didn't sound too excited about the prospect of facing these three teams. And he didn't like the way it was framed as saying maybe it's a time to take advantage because he says, have you looked at the Giants? And it doesn't help you that they were facing Johnny Cueto tonight and Jeff Samardzija on Sunday, two guys who, by the way, historically beat up on the Pirates. So it wasn't like they were walking into certain victory here, just like San Francisco wasn't walking into certain death.
And they're like, 16-24 on the road?
Right, they're not a good road team.
They finished, the last 7 games are on the road, right? Before the All-Star break, 4 in Philly. Here's the thing. You can't go 2-2 in Philly. You got to go 3-1, right? If you go 2-2 in Philly, it's a wasted series, if you ask me. God forbid if you go 1-3, but if you go 2-2 in Philly, it's a wasted series. And then you go to Chicago, saying go 1-2 there. That's a bad way to finish, before the All-Star break. So they've got to win these next 2 games and then, try and at least go 4-3 or something on the road.
Well, in effort to not twist the knife, because we can do that a little bit here, the Pirates getting pummeled by the Giants on a night where the Cubs get shut out by the Reds of all teams, and the Brewers are now trailing against Miami at home. We are now looking at a night where the Pirates could have made some hay and gained some ground in the standings, and they're getting beat up by the Giants here on a night when you and I talked about this too. Johnny Cueto not his sharpest when he's usually pretty sharp against the Pirates. Gave up 3 runs in the first inning, needed 114 pitches to get through 5, and walks out of this with a win. It's really unbelievable.
That's the definition of laboring.
It really
Both of these pitchers defined laboring through innings, which is what they did because, boy, was it really hard to watch them. Garrett Cole, and I can't prove this, but I really believe that Clint Hurdle put him back out there in the 6th to try and say, hey, maybe we can take a lead and get him a win or something somehow.
It was worth
what I'm saying? But the problem was in the 5th, he was at like 89 pitches.
I believe he was at 89.
And was it Mercer? Mercer got on. Stewart got on. Right. So now there's 2 guys on and nobody out. And nobody out. I don't know. I think I might have went to freeze there.
Honestly, with the situation having Cole to bunt them over, I think most people wouldn't argue with that.
Right.
So if you wanted to leave him in, then having him bunt him over is probably a slam dunk decision. Yeah. But if you want to try to get more runs and try to help him win the game, it's probably a better decision.
Yeah, because my feeling was he was on fumes. It wasn't like you were trying to preserve. Right. He was on fumes at that point. Right. It was likely, he was, going to do what he did, which was give up a few more runs and then,
And leading up to that, there had already been somewhat of a heated discussion in the dugout about whether or not probably he was going to leave him in, and Cole was pretty animated about it. He didn't seem too thrilled about how the 5th inning ended, so that didn't help much at all either.
So to me, I would have went to Osuna or Freeze and just say, hey, maybe we can run into one here. And now it's we're winning 6-5.
Well, you mentioned going to Osuna, and we'll get to this here before we get to a break. There's been a lot of talk about giving the younger guys opportunities to play. Chris Mack wrote a column about it for 937thefan.com, talking about how maybe the best path to actually winning more games is by giving these younger guys more opportunities. We saw it the other night against Tampa. Jose Osuna comes in. He drives in a couple. Elias Diaz drives in a couple. So the younger guys, the rookies, I think Josh Bell drove in a run that night also. So the rookies themselves drove in 5 runs in one game. And when you look at guys like Diaz, like Osuna, like Bell, and say, hey, look, these guys are actually helping you generate offense, it does present a really good case to let the rookies get more opportunity to play and see how the offense works.
Yeah, and I think the other part of it is, you know, if you believe that these young guys are good enough and they're your future,
right?
Why not give them a shot? Because even if you don't make it this year, now you've given them a real large sample size to kind of figure things out. So now you're coming back next year with guys who've got plenty of experience, plenty of at-bats, plenty of reps, all that stuff. I don't know. I like the idea of playing, like, for instance, Osuna and Polanco right now. Would it bother you if they just went straight platoon there?
That would be the thing I would want to do, just because you know Osuna does well against left-handers. You know Polanco has not. So that's the one thing you look at. Now, we'll say one more thing here we go to break, because the argument for a while has been, do you want to try to win now or do you want to try to build for the future? This might be one of those rare times where trying to build for the future may help you win now.
Right.
It's a rare occasion where you might get the best of both worlds. We got to take a break here. When we come back, we'll take your phone calls, 412-575-2600. We still got to talk Penguins free agency, too. That here are the Nightly Sports Call. Stay with us.